YouTube, what is going on, you straight gorgeous guardians of the internet? It is Mesa Fail back at it with some Destiny, and let's get that hashtag going. Hashtag Mesa Fail, because the RNG gods clearly hate my ass because I did the NightFall 3 times this morning with 2 of my clanmates from Resolute, Tinks and Vzod, and of course they get a Thunderlord and they get a Hawkmoon. And the last week I did it, Vzod got like his I think 2nd or 3rd Hawkmoon, and I got all legendaries today. But I did get this really cool shotgun, the Judgment something. It's a new monarchy. I don't know. I tweeted it out. Supposedly it's the best one in the game. But let's talk about the NightFall and how you can do it really quickly. It's very easy because of Void Burn, but we'll just cover the basics and I'll show you a cheese spot. But you know, after doing it 3 times, you don't even have to use the cheese spot. With Void Burn, it's going to be so easy, especially if you have raid guns. If you've got Atheon's Epilogue, it's going to make it so much easier. But you definitely want to bring all your Void toys with you to this fight. Now, I'm also going to say bring some solar toys, because you're going to have a lot of these pesky wizards, and they've got solar shields. So actually what we were doing here is, since I'm using all Void, I've got my fusion rifle, it's Void, I'm using my Atheon's Epilogue, and then my zombie apocalypse, which is also Void. Guys, don't fear if you don't have raid guns, just make sure your secondary and your heavy weapon are Void. But my boy Vzod was using his Vision of Confluence, which does solar damage, and he was taking down those wizard shields for me and Tinks. Well, then once the shields were down, then we just annihilated them with our Void damage weapons. So let's go through the fun factors. First is epic, so heavily shielded, highly aggressive, and in great numbers. Juggler, so no ammo drops for your equipped weapons. So again, always recommend just keep swapping between weapons. You know, here I'm using Atheon's Epilogue, and this thing burns through ammo quickly. So as soon as I start to see it get kind of low, I'll switch over to my secondary fusion rifle or my heavy weapon, kill some enemies, and then they'll drop ammo for my primary. Then you've got angry, and means they are pissed off, which just means they won't flinch after massive damage. Then the beautiful thing is Void Burn. That's what I swear, the elemental damage in Nightfalls makes Nightfall so much easier. I think easier than even the weeklies. But we did the weeklies also this morning, all 3 times, and weeklies are pretty easy too, but a little hard. I'd say the weeklies are a little harder than the Nightfalls always, because see, last week's weekly had Arc Burn on it, so the weeklies were just as easy as the Nightfalls. But for this week, the weekly doesn't have any elemental damage. And of course Nightfall, which means if you all die, you go straight back into orbit. So very useful if you have a Warlock Sunsinger that can resurrect themselves. We actually did it all 3 times and made sure each time one of us was our Warlock Sunsinger to come back to life. Now you can see some of these knights over here have arc shields on it. You can bring an arc weapon if you want, but we didn't really feel the need to. When all 3 of us just hammered those guys with their arc shields, they went down the shields went down pretty quick, and then they went down uber quick because of this the Void Burn. Now look, I'm just annihilating them with that zombie apocalypse because I got a 300 attack, and of course it is Void. This room and the final boss, Fogoth, those are going to be the hardest parts, but even then, again guys, this whole thing's not really hard as long as you bring your Void toys with you. And again, you might want to have some solar with you, because you got a bunch of these annoying wizards that come out, and especially in the third rounds of the runes decoding, you're gonna have I think 4 or 5 of them come out, and that's where solar comes in, because you have someone take out their solar shields and then lay into them with your Void weapons. So now here's the Velveeta cheese spot for today, is this room here right when you go in. Now, you guys can all stay here. We chose to do it. You don't really have to. I mean, with Void Burn, Fogoth goes down pretty quickly. However, we just didn't want to take the chance if all 3 of us die, and if, you know, let's say the Warlock Sunsinger resurrects and can't get to us quick enough, we just didn't want to take the chance. So what you can do is you're all just going to go to the door, lay into Fogoth, and then after about, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds, you got a Shrieker that comes above you. All you do is back up into the room, wait maybe like 10 seconds or so, and then come back out and just rinse and repeat over and over. The one thing that gets a little annoying is that some of these pesky wizards and knights get in the way of you shooting a Fogoth, so also be careful if you're using rocket launchers, because I did tube myself once or twice. Well, not twice, but I did tube myself once. I'm just saying twice because there has been other times where I've used this room in just regular strikes and I blew myself up, of course. And if you run out of ammo, just obviously use a ammo synth. But if you want to make it even easier, because I was running out of primary ammo, what I would do is I would just let the Shrieker kill me, and then they would just quickly revive me, and then I would have fresh ammo then. So just do this over and over, and boom, done like a glove. So that's it for me, guys. Listen, I know it's Thanksgiving week, and if you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you enjoy some delicious turkey. I know I will be, my folks tend to go crazy when it comes to cooking, so I'll be doing extra time at the gym afterwards because of the cookies, and I'll be sleeping for days from all that tryptophan. Is that even really true? I heard it's bullshit. The tryptophan doesn't make you sleepy. Anyway, and also the expansion pass winner, I will be announcing that tomorrow in tomorrow's video. So stay tuned for that, and that's it. So drop a like on this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at MesaSean, and follow my Twitch stream. The links will be in the description. You stay beautiful, Guardians, as I get nothing, and my teammate Tinks here, God bless her. I love her to death. She deserves it. She got the Hawk Moon in the first Nightfall, and I believe here she gets the Thunderlord, I think. And I don't. Yeah, hold on. You guys know I don't do retakes. I'm gonna let this go right here. What do I get? All right, so this is where I got another. I think that's the calming, right? I just actually dismantled it because that's what I was using in this video. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm in babble mode, but just want to show you that at the end. All right, time to turn this off. Wait, you got Option, Command. Where is it? Spacebar. Oh, it's right here. Bye, Guardians.